wanted to talk to you about education for just a second. I've spent years in the courtroom. One of my biggest clients was the Board of Education of the City of Chicago, and we were in federal court all the time litigating education law. And after many years and many acronyms and nights of hair pulling and lots of work, every teacher I know just works themselves silly. They work all day with students, then they come home and grade papers, they write IEPs, they write letters to parents, they do their grading. I mean, the paperwork is endless. The work is nonstop. And at the end of the day, we are still not closing our education gap. I don't think it has anything to do with race. I don't think it has anything to do with money. I think it has everything to do with trauma in the home. I came from a traumatic background, and I can tell you children who live with violence almost on a daily basis have a very hard time adjusting to the classroom. And it's just not realistic to expect them to sit in the classroom and conjugate verbs when they don't know what's waiting for them at home. My approach to education will be to make it informed by trauma, and I'm happy to see a lot of initiatives in this regard, but I think we need to move faster. I don't think that our education gap is based on anything but our inability to talk about what happens in the home. And I also know that poverty causes trauma. So the kids that are acting up in the classroom are hurting everybody's scores because the teacher has to take her time or his time to deal with that student. And I believe that when we start addressing trauma early, as soon as we get the children, we can start helping them build their internal resilience and help them do better in the classroom. And I think that that is how we will begin to close our education gap. So that's my perspective, it's my life, it's what I lived. And if you agree with me, I'd love to have your support.